Good evening, guys. I'm Ewan. I am from Live Project Group A. I'll be doing the video demonstration of the Okuda software for the exportation of salmon into the EU. I spent some time looking at the software and getting my hands on it, and I'm getting used to it. For the demonstration, I'll be taking the perspective of a small fishing farm who doesn't really know the ins and outs of exporting to the EU. But straight off the bat, when you load up the processes and produce a new process, you can see all of the requirements for exporting. So all these legal documentations and all the paperwork. Without this, it would be very difficult to keep track of these documents. So it'd be very tricky for example, small firms who don't have the time, don't have the resources to be staying on top of these resources or these documents, sorry. So for the purposes of the demonstration, I'll be clicking no for the existing government gateway account, as I would like to go to this step here. So yeah, straight off the bat, when a business doesn't have a gateway account, the Okuda system will simply list off step by step how to create a gateway account. I've also produced a list of relevant documents that a business may use to assist them in these step by steps. So let's boot up the gateway account register. So yeah, if we click sign in and then scroll down to create sign in options for new users, a business could start to produce a government gateway account. Obviously, I'm not a real business, so I can't produce one. But this is essentially outlined in the Okuda software, which will even help the business even further. So let's get rid of this. So yeah, we've now created the gateway account. And we'll now proceed to the next step. Some of these steps for the business may be time consuming. Obviously, for the demonstration, I'll be going through them quite quickly. Yeah, for the storage documentation, I have a link from the UK government's website that details on how to create a UK storage document, essentially detailing the ins and outs of how to create one. Straight off the bat, you can see a government gateway account, or yeah, create a gateway user ID. So yeah, business may use this and assist or the business will be using this to produce one. So yeah, the business will make the storage documentation. So let's click yes. So again, for the purposes of the demonstration, I'll be selecting no for the DEFRA accounts. So let's click complete. So again, there's a step-by-step process on the UK government website on how to create a DEFRA account. So there's further guidance here if a business is struggling. Here, if we start on all of these data, all of these information. Again, you can see the government's gateway account. So yeah, business may use this. It's also displayed on the Okuda system. So yeah, once a business has filled all this out, they'll be able to click yes and move to the next step. For checks part 2, which is located here, I've got a link for the health certificate here. Here we go. Yeah, so this essentially outlines on how to get a health certificate for exporting. So a lot of information here that the business would use to assist them in acquiring a health certificate. So yeah, business has produced that. Then we click yes. Next one is the labeling requirements, which is located here. I've got another link. I'll be sending these this document with all the links with the video demonstration, so you guys can have access to it as well. So yeah, here's further guidance and support for businesses that might be struggling on the requirements for the labeling, as each product greatly vary. So yeah, there's a lot of information here that the business can use. So yeah, the business has met the labeling requirements. Let's click yes. And the health identification marks meets the requirements. So again, I've got a link from the UK government for the guidance on how to maintain a good health requirements and a good and how to maintain that health certificate. So there's lots of information here that business will need, as if they don't maintain these standards, they may lose the health certificate and they won't be able to export to the EU. So let's click yes for this step. For the foreign language version of the export health certificates, I've got another link right here. Basically details, guidance for exporters. So if I head to the contents, just real quick, here it is. So yeah, a business would use this. So for example, if a business is exporting goods to France, they may need to translate some parts of the certificate into French to assist them to understand what's coming in and what's coming out. So yeah, the business may use this to assist them in producing that export health certificate. So yes. So the processing statement here, the Okuda system displays a step-by-step process on how to produce a processing statement, which can greatly help the business. I also have a link for the processing statement here. Yes, on how to create a processing statement. So yeah, what the business will need, and even the how to create ones right here, and even a YouTube video for further guidance. So business does all this. See, these steps may take some time for the business. So let's click yes. And yeah, the certificate must be emailed to the importer, which is a very important detail that a business may completely forget about, that Akuda may notify them on. For the catch certificate, I have another link. So the Akuda system displays, again, a step-by-step process on producing a catch certificate. So if I open my links, so the relevant documentation, again from the UK government's website. So yeah, it's more information on how to produce one. Yeah, register for a UK catch certificate. Yeah, some more information on what the business will need, and even the creating one is just right here. So yeah, we'll say yes, we've successfully created one. We'll move to the next one. So yeah, pre-landing declaration form. So I have another link for this. So yeah, here's the form that the business will need to fill out, and that will need to be given to the importer. So yeah, essentially fill all this in. Lots of information that the business will need to put in. So this is all here. So yeah, fill all this in, head back to Okuda, and select yes. So yeah, so we'll be exporting fresh salmon, so we'll be selecting yes. If it was a different product, there may be a different step involved, which I believe there will be, yes. So if it's a different type of fish, it will lead us to a different step. But for the purposes of the demonstration, we'll be focusing on salmon. But I'm glad to see that if it's a different product, there will be a different step involved. This shows how effective the Okuda system really is. So the exempt fisheries form is a step-by-step process on what the business should input. I've got another link for importing and moving fish around the UK. The more important documents. So yeah, business may use this before the guidance, but like I said, all the steps are displayed on the Okuda system. So let's click yes. So yeah, after these process is finished, we'll click on summary, and we can see how long each task took to complete, the target date, when it was completed, and who completed it. And also we've got a timeline here displaying when tasks were complete or steps were complete, which can greatly assist them smaller businesses that may be struggling. But yeah, that's the demonstration finished. Thank you guys for allowing us to use the Okuda system. Yeah, it's been a pleasure working with you guys. I hope, or I wish the best for you guys. Take care.